Check this out. What does that say right there, Jimmy? 6:27 a.m. 6:29, whatever.
Check the iPhone.
Look, we're getting ready to hit the freeway. We all freshen up. We did some workout this morning. We went out for breakfast. We're ready to run around. We're going all the way to San Diego right now. We're going to see this guy, West Coast Reefer. I hear he's got a beautiful tank, and we travel all over the place. We don't play around. We bring it to you live, baby. Jimmy's got a bad hand right here. This man is like, this man is just crazy, guys. That's it. It's just, we're just hopping like. Come on, Jimmy. We just made it all the way to San Diego. We're here with Rob. Rob, what's up, buddy?
Nice to meet you.
AKA West Coast Reefer, right?
Yep, that's it.
Thank you for inviting us over, man. So I hear good things about your tank. Don't forget, guys, throughout this video, we're gonna hide an egg of Casper. No, I'm not wearing the Casper shirt. That's why I looked down for a minute. First 2 people to find it and post a comment below will send a t-shirt and stickers to your door within the United States. I'm gonna bombard you with a bunch of questions.
All right.
All right, so first question, how long you been in the hobby?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years. No reefing experience before that. Just only had I think when I was kids had freshwater tanks, but when I decided to get into just fish only, really. Yeah. But then I got inspired, started seeing about the corals. I didn't even know that it was just part of the hobby that you can get into.
And you can grow things.
Yeah, you grow things. I got addicted. So
who got you into it?
Myself, really. Was just looking at videos, YouTube, but I always wanted it. I love the colors of the fish, and just seeing the YouTube videos and what everybody was doing and stuff like that. Yeah, just got inspired by it, you know. So.
And now you're on YouTube.
Yes, correct.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, I'm in there.
So check this out. So let's talk about the dimensions of the tank. How big is the tank?
This tank is 6 feet long, so 72 by 36 by 24.
72 by 36 by 24. It's 300 exactly, right?
Yeah, 300 exactly.
Like the deep dimension, old school deep dimension and Marineland used to make one. Who made the tank?
Crystal Dynamics in Oceanside, local company.
Local here?
Yeah.
Okay, they've been doing tanks for a long time?
For a long time, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they build the stand as well?
No, the stand is made by Framing Tech.
Framing Tech?
Yeah, Framing Tech build the stands, the panel selection, the wheels, canopy, everything.
And how long has the tank been running?
It's been running 3 years now.
3 years. Mm-hmm. What tank do you have before that? Because you say you've been in the hobby for 6 years.
I had a Red Sea Reefer.
Okay.
I had it over here on the other side of the up room.
All right.
But I just wanted to upgrade, you know, get something bigger.
So you went from the Red Sea to the 300 Custom.
Correct.
All right, cool. I love it. Looks beautiful. And it seems like, as of lately, we've been touring a lot of tanks, and everybody's into this crazy Acropora craze, which I love because they're not easy to keep, but people get into it and it's very rewarding. I see you got a lot of rare ones. So mainly Acroporas. I see some LPS in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Not really any softies I see other than the few mushrooms. And so basically it's 80% SPS, 18% LPS, and 2% softies.
Yeah.
I love it.
The reason why I know softies, because if you notice, I got some angels in there.
Ooh, I see. You got the Regal angel.
I got a Regal, Majestic, and
do they pick at USPS?
They do from time to time, but nothing where it's gonna demolish anything. So
wow, interesting.
They do nip, especially when I put something new in there. They'll go inspect it and start nipping like crazy.
You ever think they went a little overboard and they just pick too much?
Sometimes I do. I kind of get tempted to get them out of there, but I just love it. So I'm gonna see how long I can tolerate it. You know.
Gotcha. Since we're talking about fish, you beat me to it. What do you have in here? I see you got some pyramid butterflies. You got 3 of them.
Yeah, pyramid butterflies, 3, 2 swallowtail angels. I have a Regal, Majestic angel.
I see a Jang, purple Jang.
Purple, brown.
Yellow-eye coal.
Yellow-eye coal tang.
Couple yellowtail damsels.
Rhomboid wrasse in here somewhere. There he is.
The big clown, what kind of clown is he?
That is a golden nugget maroon.
He is huge.
Yes. I had a male in there. I don't know what happened.
Is he mean?
Yes, he is.
So when you go do maintenance, does he like come and get you or no?
Yeah, anything I put in there, if I put a rock in here, he'll push the rock out the way, and it's a huge rock, and I'm surprised.
You serious?
Yeah, it'd be a huge rock, and he'll just bulldoze it over, move it.
You don't want there, like that's my home, don't mess with it. Nah. That's cool, you guys seen that. Fish got personalities, they got attitudes, man. And not two fish are always alike. I seen a fish would be real mean, and then I seen another one you can actually pet them and stuff like that. What's your passion into aquaporas? What got you get into it so much?
For me, it was the difficulty. I get bored quick.
All right.
So I want a challenge. Sometimes I know that what I've learned is that SPS will test your patience.
Yes.
So it keeps my mind going, keeps me just into the tank more instead of just not worrying about it and let it do what it do. It gets you more in tune with the tank to me.
Did you get motivated by someone's tank, someone's specific tank, SPS or something? Was there something you went to a fish store? Was it a specific colony?
It was just seeing different tanks on YouTube with
just
SPS.
Overall.
Yeah, just overall, you know,
Cool.
just the coral. And I love the colors, the different colors that you can bring out. You can get a brown coral and just, if you keep it long enough, you know, you don't know what you might get. You know, you might get something spectacular. And it's just a challenge of trying to nurture that coral into something else that it was before, that it wasn't before.
I love it, I love it. And you told me recently you lost a little bit of color on some of the corals. You have some phosphate issues?
Yeah, it shot up to 0.25. And I try to keep my phosphates between 0.04 and 0.1. Okay. Anywhere in that range.
So you got a little too happy. You went 3 or 4 times more than what you wanted.
And that was more of my fault. You know, everything when something happens,
it happens. Like you say, it's a challenge, and you're trying to get into and the groove of things. But I still think the tank looks good. You have a lot of nice gems. I can't help it but to look at these 3 aquaporas right here. You said this one came from us.
Yeah, that's striptease.
And what about this squishes right here?
This speciosa, that's from Kung Fu corals.
Yeah.
That's a vivid confetti. Okay. Right above that is a rainbow splice. Beautiful,
beautiful. I like that red one you have back there. I love how the red is popping. You have a name for that one?
No name for that one.
No name?
I can't remember.
Also, one cool thing that I don't know if you guys noticed right here, he's got the grafted setosa. Gorgeous. It's growing so well down there. I love how you got this. These are the, oh man, I forgot the Sunkissed.
Yeah.
These are actually our original coral. So they're growing everywhere. I mean, literally you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
2 hours later.
2 hours later, too much. He's literally got like over 25 of them that are just reproducing everywhere.
Yeah, they're like, usually the bubbles usually like popping like crazy too.
Gotcha. Do you have an OG bounce in here?
I did.
And?
The angel, I found the Regal angel start picking on it. So it's not in there anymore.
So maybe it wasn't so good of an idea of angelfish. You know what? I do want angelfish in my tank. I do. But it's some of the things that you have to. So what I heard people done before, they introduce the fish before they introduce the coral. They feed the fish. And I learned this from Mark Poletti. Mark Poletti, if you're watching, is an old school reefer. He used to keep a lot of, he used to have a beautiful 180-gallon tank. I don't know if you still have it running, but he used to have a gang of freaking angelfish. And one day I asked him, one of the things, he goes, look, you put the fish before the corals, you train them to eat a lot of frozen food, so when the corals come in, they don't see the coral as a form of food. So now they're used to the frozen that you're feeding them, and I thought that was a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of people doing what you're doing, believe it or not, it's not easy.
So I kind of nitpick at what I put in here, you know what I mean? I kind of culture the tank around the fish in a way.
Yeah, you know? Gotcha. So I see that you went bare bottom.
Yes.
Did you add the bare bottom to the tank, or the tank was built this way?
It was built bare bottom.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What made you go bare bottom? I gotta ask that question.
I wanted to try it, to be honest with you. I had sand before in my last system. I wanted to see how much flow I can get in here.
Yeah.
Without disturbing, without sand.
What a difference that makes with flow.
Huge difference. The only thing it does, it takes a while to
get it going.
Exactly. I think it took about a year.
I tell people all the time, if you start a tank with bare bottom, it's difficult. You almost hate life. The first 6 months it's just horrendous. 6 months to a year, start getting better. And from year 1 on out, it becomes very easy. Meanwhile, when you put sand on a tank, it becomes very easy in the beginning, but then as the sand bed, if you don't maintain it well, it just keeps getting dirty and dirtier.
Exactly.
And then it becomes like a ticking bomb where your tank doesn't start doing as well. It's called old syndrome tank. With this, you don't have that problem because basically you go in here with the hose once a week, I'm sure, and you suck all the dirt out, and now the tank is back to clean, you know? Correct. So we started doing bare bottom in the year 2006. Bare bottom wasn't a big thing back there. It was a lot of people against it. There was a big threat into this forum called Reef Central that I think is still around, but it's not even worth mentioning anymore. Nobody even goes there. It's borderline abandoned. But back in the days, that place was cranking, and there was a thread talking about bare bottom that it will go a few hundred pages. I mean, there was people just going crazy, debating the whole, oh, you shouldn't do it this way. You need the sand for all the nitrification bacteria and this and that. And people just going back and forth. Me and Lou and my other partner Ryan, we were saying, you know what? We like this bare bottom, and we literally made it popular. We literally, for the first 7-8 years, we run nothing but bare bottom tanks. Now on the new start, we run bare bottom. We run tanks with calcium reactor media. We run tanks with different type of sands. Why? Because we want to show our customers all the different things that we can do. Let's talk a little bit about your equipment. Lights, I see you have Radiant lights.
Radiant.
What generations?
Gen 5 blues.
Okay, I love them. Aren't they great lights?
Yeah, they're great. No complaints on those things.
You know what? A lot of reefers that I've been seeing lately, they've been running a combination of T5s or maybe T5s with radiance, maybe radiance with metal highlights. We even see some reef bright strips, some kissels in the corners, because we've been doing a lot of traveling covering these tanks around the country lately. And we at the shop, we run them 100% with just radiant lights. Actually, I see you got a strip on the middle. What is that?
That's the
blade?
blade. Yeah, it's the glow version.
I just actually got 3 blades on the tank in my office. I've been using it for about 3 months. I love them. Fantastic lights. AI, you guys killed it. Aqua Illumination, great job. But anyhow, I didn't notice that light at first, but I'm running my tanks in the shop, everything except for the tank in my office with those blades, everything is 100% radiant lights. We don't have a single T5, we don't have accent lighting, and we're very happy with the color of our corals and stuff like that. So it's just cool to keep seeing different things. For flow, what do you have?
I have 5 MP40s.
5 MP40s?
Yes, 2 right here and 1 in the back over here.
Okay. And why you have the one in the back? Just to keep the flow
just
clean?
Just to keep the flow going, keep it clean in the back, and that settles back here. So when I do siphon out the detritus, it usually comes in a couple areas. Okay. And it's just easy to clean.
Okay, and before we go into your filtration, can you tell me where your parameters are? So you say nitrates between 0.4 and 1. I'm sorry, phosphates between 0.04 and 1 you aim to be at?
Yes.
And nitrates?
Right. Yes. Nitrates, I try to be anywhere between 15 and 20.
15 and 20?
You know, I'm okay at 10 too sometimes, but I try to, it's hard for me to get it up there, but I try to be between that point. I just have to feed a little bit more, but that's
salinity the same 25 that we all do. Temperature,
you get temperature same thing, 78. You know, 78 usually fluctuates between sometimes 77 to 79 or so usually.
Oh, poor you! You're in San Diego.
I'm in San Diego, so I
he's got horrible weather here in San Diego. He's got to deal with all this ups and downs. Just kidding. This is the best weather in the world here, guys. Seriously. So 77 to 79. Magnesium.
Magnesium usually between 1375 or so. That's
okay. And can you tell me what you feed a little bit?
I feed a mixture of everything. I have reef jerky.
I don't know what that is.
That's the reef jerky is like a bunch of mysis and all kinds of calinus, all kinds of other stuff, mixtures, like a little mixture.
All right.
And it has also different types of pellets, New Light Spectrum, just different brands. Okay. All in one.
And you have the pellets in the auto feeder?
Yep, and everything's in auto feeder, even the reef jerkies.
Everything?
Yes.
So you don't do any frozen food?
I do frozen food also.
What kind?
I do mysis, also do rod food.
Okay.
That's about it usually.
Cool, and how often do you feed?
Feeders goes on auto feeder twice a day.
Okay.
And then I'll feed frozen every other day or so like that.
Every other day?
Yeah.
How about algae for the fish?
I feed that almost every day.
Almost every day?
For everything. Usually all the fish eat that.
What kind of salt do you use?
Neomarine Brightwell.
Neomarine Brightwell. What kind of chemicals are you using? How are you getting the alkalinity and calcium and magnesium into the tank?
Calcium reactor.
Okay, who made that? Geo?
Geo calcium reactor.
A dual chamber?
Yep, dual chamber here.
Okay.
And then also I got a calc reactor on the other side.
All right, so you replace your evaporated water with Kalkwasser?
Correct.
And then the calcium reactor.
Right now, the systems, the majority is on the calc reactor.
Yeah.
And this is kind of picking it up a little bit. Yeah, it's minimal right now.
Just to make sure that you don't drop when the demand becomes too high.
Exactly.
A lot of people have trouble just keeping up with just with Kalkwasser.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen a video. I just got back from visiting the Long Island aquarium, the 20,000 gallon. Mm-hmm. He maintains that entire thing only on Kalkwasser.
See.
I could not believe what he's doing. He's literally telling me he makes almost like, he doesn't even let it get clear of the lure, he dumps it just like that. That's how much demand is on the tank. And it's impressive that he's doing it like that. Yeah, kudos to you, Joe, if you're watching. So, we talked about your calcium reactor. Do you have a Neptune controller here, I see?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And can you tell me what you're doing with it?
Right now, the Neptune controller controls the calcium reactor, it controls the calc reactor.
Okay.
Only thing I do not have on the controller is my return pump.
Okay.
My return pump is separate. It's on its own outlet. Just because
Just in case the
safety
controller
reasons.
fails.
Exactly. It's just
That's
a
your safety.
Yeah. You want
Okay.
the controller, the main motor on at all times. It also does my auto top off, refill for it every 2 or 3 days, all automatically. I have that set up.
Water changes? No? Automatic?
No automatic water changes.
Okay.
I just don't have the
Gotcha.
setup here for that. What else it does? Flood sensors. I got flood sensors underneath
Okay.
the tank, on the backside, and where the calcium reactor is at. There's a flood sensor there. And I get an audible alert if something happens.
Gotcha.
That alarm comes on, which happens happened a couple times with the one of the pumps, the Versa, springed on me, and I had to fix it. So that helped me out. So it saved my life on that one. What else I have here?
You should have a Trident right there. Can you tell me how
Yes.
you're using it?
Trident. Well, I'm using it probably a little different than most people.
I want to hear because a lot of people are working with it a few different ways.
I'm using it, basically it only tests twice a day.
So it tests and it tells you what the number is
Yeah,
basically.
that's it.
So you're not having it automated for you to dose.
Yes,
I like
no
it.
dosing, because I want to have control over that.
I heard that recently from someone else. You're not the
yes.
first one that I hear
Yeah.
that from.
I don't want to be able to, if something happens to my tank, I want it to be my fault.
Gotcha.
It's more likely so. It just tests twice a day for me. Okay.
Gotcha. So a couple questions I want to ask you. I want to look at your little area right here. So he's got some Phosphate E. Great product, by the way. I've been using this product from Brightwell. I've been using this product for 14 years. It basically binds the phosphates together and just spits them out via the skimmer. It's a fantastic product. You're using a little reef snow from Brightwell as well.
Yeah.
Microbacter 7. Most people use this to set up new tanks. It is fantastic to keep using it throughout. It's a fantastic product. And you got a little flatworm stop. A lot of people with acropora has been using that. You like it?
I like it.
What do you notice?
I notice that you get more polyp extension, and I have seen where the corals will color up a little faster.
Gotcha.
Like this the healing process of the corals.
Gotcha. And little Lugo solution right here. What do we got here? Some
that's
glue,
it.
some
Yeah.
accelerator, and some Vitamarine, and coral frag dip.
Yep.
Are you doing any amino acids, any iodine?
Yes, I am doing amino acids. I'm doing Brightwell's Coral Amino,
Okay.
Restore, and the Coral Color.
Okay,
Those are the ones I'm using.
got you. So last but not least, can we check out your filtration area?
Yeah, sure.
I hear you got a pretty big sump.
Yeah, it's huge. 125 gallons.
Why so big?
Because just in case I ever wanted to upgrade later, I wouldn't have to change.
Okay, oh, so you're already thinking of the next tank, huh?
Yeah, you never know.
Wow, this thing is huge. Talk to me about this protein skimmer. What do you have going on here?
It's a Regal Reef Octopus 300.
How do you like it?
I love it. It's a beast.
One of the best protein skimmers on the market, if not the best. I'm telling you, they've been doing this protein skimmer game since I remember. Since I've been in business, Coral View's been around rocking this game. And I think I mentioned this before in videos in the past, but Coral View was protein skimmer in the year 2006, 2007, 2008. They were looked down upon. They were like cheap protein skimmers that nobody wanted. And they came with a protein skimmer called the Cat 2. And it had a bubble blaster pump. And until today, I believe it's the best protein skimmer ever made. That thing was a beast. So if anyone out there has a Cat 2 protein skimmer still running, I want to see it. Post it on the comments. So protein skimmer, I love your plumbing, by the way.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. So who made this sump?
Advanced Acrylics.
Okay, they
Made
do
this
amazing work. They're here from Southern California, correct?
Yes. Everything here.
Okay, what do you have over there?
That's the ATO.
ATO. So you use ATO and Cogwasser? You use both?
It basically is the
For backup.
Yeah, it's just for backup. So sometimes it uses a little, sometimes it doesn't. But it usually pretty much stays full.
Cool. And what do we have here? These
That's
are
the
your...
dosing containers.
So you build this thing custom, the whole
Everything.
entire thing.
Yeah, just told them how I wanted it.
We're gonna put you in the meticulous club,
Yeah,
man.
everything
Your
in
sound
there.
ball's shiny, everything lined up correctly. And you got 1, 2, 3, 6.
Six.
Talk to me. What are you dosing over there?
Not all 6 are used. It's just really the 3 right now. It's the Tropic Marine Carbocalcium.
Okay.
I have that on the backup, just in case something happens to my calcium reactor and I'm out of town or something.
Okay, you can start dosing out of there.
Exactly, something my calcium reactor is not picking up or my calc reactor not picking up, I can just start dosing out of there just for backup.
So you're a man of backup plan. I can tell you, I
Yes.
always like to have the redundancy.
Yes.
We went to check out our reefer last night. John from Thirsty Reef, fantastic facility as well. He grows a lot of SPS. I recommend you go over there and just get some SPS from him. You guys can do some trading, something like that. But he's all about the backup plans too, you know?
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah. But Rob, anyways, man, I wanted to say thank you. I appreciate it. Your tank looks beautiful, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you guys enjoy watching this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, post some comments below. We'll see you guys on the next episode.